To Moca's Nola bells and bows, where the love runs deep, the fam stays strong, and the bells, they always ring for us. We the bells and we hold it down, yeah. Real ones only, we don't mess around. All love, no cap, no clout to chase, just truth in the chat and respecting the space. It's family, Moca got that heart of gold. From the south to the stream, we brave and bold. You ain't gotta pick sides or play a role, just show a real and you already home. Pull up to the bells and bows like a Sunday seed. Got peace in the room and the vibe on beat. No drama, no mess, just minds that meet. Introduce yourself in the chat and the mods gon' greet. Real talk, we got brothers and sisters here. Ain't no fake love, every heart sincere. We've been through storms, but the skies stay clear. Loyalty live, that's the chant you hear. Woo! No chaos in the comment section, just bells with a bond and a bold connection. Safe space, strong face, deep reflection. Moca, don't fold, that's pure protection. If you ever felt unheard, misunderstood, pull up in the chat, we treat you good. Ain't gotta be loud, just gotta be true. Moca got the light and we shine with you. Not a panel of pain, it's a platform of pride. Everybody got space and we don't divide. You loyal, you love, that's how we ride. Got a bell and a bow in the name, but a tribe world. From the mods to the lurkers and folks on rewatch. Every tap, every like, we feel it alive. Moca ain't just a name, it's a vibe you caught. No la bell, no la boast, that's a family, not a thought. Bring it loud, we the bells and we hold it down. Yeah, we do. Real ones only, we don't mess around. Real talk, all love, no cap, no clout to chase. Just truth in the chat and respecting the space. It's family, Moca got that heart of gold. From the south to the stream, we brave and bold. You ain't gotta pick sides or play a role to show a real and you already home. Moca said that to every bell in the space. Whether you typing, watching, or just vibing, you are this family. And over here, we don't fold, we ring. Ooh, welcome to Moca's Nola bells and bows.
Hello, everybody. Hello. Is it a happy Thursday? Is it really a happy Thursday? Welcome, guys. Welcome to each and every one of you. I appreciate you all for pulling up on the porch. Baby. Breaking news. I woke up with Jarvis Butts in my phone before I could get my first cup of coffee this morning. And I wish I could have hopped on live with you all this morning, but Moca had to do what Moca had to do. And I took care of it. And I'm here. Y'all. A lot of emotions in this. It's just a lot. Where do we start? But anyway, neither here nor there. We're here, baby. We're here. Y'all saw the title and y'all saw the thumbnail. Welcome. Jarvis Butts allegedly unalived himself weeks after sentencing. They said it was Uicide. That's what they said. They said it was Uicide. So they want us to believe that he kept all the goods with him. That's what they want us to believe. They want us to believe it's Uicide. And they also want us to believe that whatever he knows and wherever he is, he took it with him. Right? Let Moca say this. Let Moca say this. Let Moca say this. There's a reason. There's a reason, guys, behind why they have not yet located Naziah's body. Y'all can say Moca's crazy. Say what you want. But there's a reason behind why they haven't located Naziah's body. I want y'all to walk with me a little bit. And there's also a reason. There's also a reason that only 14 to 15 days, whatever the number may have been, after this nigga's sentence, that he allegedly unalived himself. Nola bells and bows, cousins and friends. Don't take a rocket scientist to figure all this shit out. All you have to do is look at the script, look at the play, look at the fucking players, right? Shit is going on behind the scenes, y'all. And I want you all to believe the whole world is a stage and the actors are truly acting. This is a lot. Then DPD comes out there and make their little statement. But my question with DPD, how is it that you come out and make a statement after the fact? When the court slid Jarvis that little sentence they slid it. DPD did not make a statement in regards to the sentencing that Jarvis got. The judge was extra lenient with the pillow conversation. And I said it was a pillow conversation because he was talking like a woman laying with a man. It was a pillow conversation that he had with Jarvis in court. How do you have that type of conversation with a man that's been charged with everything that Jarvis has been charged with? And now all of a sudden, DPD, y'all got word that Jarvis has allegedly unalived himself. And now y'all working extra hard to do all that y'all have to do to recover. Shut y'all mouth. Just shut up. Recover who? Recover what? Because y'all had 2 years, 2 months, and now 15, 16 days to do what y'all was supposed to do, and y'all absolutely did nothing. Now, DPD, that's pretty damn suspect to me. Pretty damn suspect to me, because I know some of y'all are looking like this just as I am. Jarvis Butts, the same man that stood in that courtroom, the same man that's tied to everything surrounding Naziah. Y'all mean to tell me weeks later this man is unalive? Y'all mean to tell me weeks later Jarvis Butts decide to take his life? Y'all mean to tell me a narcissist? Y'all mean to tell me a non-emotional ass man? Y'all mean to tell me a man that don't give a damn about children, don't give a damn about himself, don't give a damn about nobody? Y'all mean to tell me, and he got a history. Jarvis Butts been in and out of prison all his life. So all of a sudden, because what he did to those children ain't nothing new. And Jarvis Butts had no fear in going into prison or being locked up because he's used to that. A narcissist has no fear. A narcissist would not take their own life. A narcissist don't have the courage to take their own life. A narcissist is a coward. And that's Jarvis Butts. And not only did he unalive himself, right? But now y'all telling me it was suicide? Hold up. Hold up. Not only are y'all telling me that he took his own life by suicide, but I need y'all to make me understand something. Wasn't Jarvis Butts sitting in a cell 23 hours a day by his damn self? I don't care how you slice it. This was a very, very high profile case. Very high profile case. And because of the seriousness of the charges, there is no way they would have let him sit in that cell with anything that would have allowed him to harm himself. You're in there. You're being evaluated, supposedly, because these people now they want to test your mental. They want to see what you got going on. They want to see where your head space is. Right? Lady Storm, thank you so much, sis. Prayers for all his victims. May they begin to heal and be whole again. Now, Shannon and Annette need to take his place in prison. Absolutely. Love selfishly. I've been waiting on you, sis. I've been waiting on you. So here we are. You're in a cell. You're not supposed to have no shoestrings. You're not supposed to have anything in that cell that look like you can harm yourself. And when you're in a situation like that, they said, there's no rounded corners, no edges, no nothing. But Jarvis was supposed to be there on an evaluation. He was supposed to be in there, and people were supposed to figure out his mind and where he was. I don't care how you slice it. I don't care how it's being worded. Something about this shit here just don't sit right. Right? Let me ask y'all something. The one man who could have answered questions, the one man who they say knew what really happened to Naziah, the one man that was sitting on whatever truth was supposed to be buried in that plea deal. You mean to tell me now he's gone and they want us to just accept that? Shut your mouth. No. No. That ain't how this shit go. Because if we let's think about it. Let's think about it. Y'all talked about me when I said, damn, they moved Jarvis fast. They moved him real quick. Let's talk about the quickness in the way he moved. Let's talk about how quickly they wanted to cover shit up. And we're going to go back to there being a reason why they have not yet found Naziah's body. They're not gonna piss on my leg and tell me it's rain. No, they're not gonna do it. Let's go back to the sentencing in the courtroom. Let's go back to the disturbances in the courtroom. Let's go back to the I haven't seen you since all of this shit started with Jarvis Butts, your employee. So what's the sudden appearance? Connect the dots, people. Connect the dots, people. You appeared. You made yourself visible. On the record, being recorded casually. I don't know if that was intentionally, but you had to say that you had a body. You had to say that you already had a body. So was that a statement that needed to be said? You had a body. So Moca, shut your mouth and pass that up. You had a body. So then you make an appearance. Said a whole lot of nothings. Then a couple of days after the appearance, Jarvis Butts allegedly committed suicide. Jarvis Butts sat in county for 2 years. And people could say what they want because I'm going to say what I want. If Jarvis Butts felt that he had no reason to live, Jarvis Butts could have done what they said he done 2 years ago while in county. Make it make sense. And it's not because he thought he was going to get away with it. It's not because he felt nobody, no case. Jarvis Butts knew better. He knew that they wanted to hang him at all costs. He knew they wanted to hang him at all costs. So it's not because he felt it was nobody, no case. Please don't believe that. The lies, y'all. And the lies start from the higher ups, and you have to understand. And believe me, Moca's not here trying to make it light on Jarvis Butts because he deserves everything that comes his way when it comes to these children. But we have to call it for what it is. Why would Jarvis take his own life? I want to know. Why? Some say it was his daughter's statement. Some say it was his sister talking to him. Some say Naziah is haunting him. I don't brush none of that under the rug. But what I will say is this. If that's the case, Naziah been haunting him for 2 years. Let's move that out of the way. What his sister said to him, what his daughter said to him. Let's talk about that. Because what his sister said to him, he didn't give a damn. He didn't give a damn. And I'm going to tell you why he didn't give a damn. Because if he really gave a damn, he wouldn't have lied to his sister and told his sister that Naziah was King's niece. He's been doing that all his life, lying. A narcissist, a coward, no feelings, only thinking about his goddamn self. So let's continue. It ain't got nothing to do with what his daughter felt. And the only reason I say that what his daughter said to him, that didn't get to him either. And the reason Moca says it didn't get to him because it didn't bother him when he was violating her. It didn't bother him when he violated her. So what makes anybody think now that what his sister says and what his daughter said is bothering him? But anyway, neither here nor there. Welcome, 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 everybody. Welcome, everybody, to the chat. Happy Thursday, guys. It's good to see each and every one of you here. Man, if you ain't hit the like button, hit the like button for your girl. Hit the like button for your girl. And if you're new to the chat, welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome. Those emojis to the right, tap them like your life depend on it. Light them up, light them up, light them up. Let YouTube know that your girl is on the porch. And we got a conversation to have in here tonight. Share out the live. Somebody needs to hear this. And if you're in the bushes and you want to jump on the porch, jump on the porch. Because we're a family over here and we have these type of conversations. There's no big eyes and definitely no little U's over here with Moca and the No Labels. We have some things to talk about. And we most definitely will talk about it. And everything that we discuss here is publicly available information. And it's my opinions and your opinions. And we got a right to do that. And we do this for awareness and commentary. And I want you all to know we're protected under the Copyright Act of 1976, Section 107. And we are going to talk about it. Thank you, sis, for supporting the channel. The monster is gone. DPD is playing in our face, sis. Yeah, he's gone. He's gone. He's gone. But is he gone the way they want us to believe he's gone? That's the question y'all need to ask yourselves. Show me a body and I'll shut the hell up. When I got the alert, all I thought about was Tupac. When I got the alert, I thought about Epstein. When I got the alert, shut up, Moca. Let's go. Man, Ariane was on it in here. I see you, boo. King, where you at? Boy, you need to speak up now. Ariane said, I don't believe Naziah in that water. I hear you, boo. I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. But let me tell y'all something. Let me tell y'all something. These people rushed. They rushed to tell us how he died. They rushed to tell us this. But how Jarvis Butts was being housed, y'all, shouldn't there have been somebody monitoring, watching, constantly observing? So how did that happen? How did that happen? How did that happen? Nah. Jarvis had all the answers, they said. Jarvis, think about it, y'all. Tell me why the plea deal had so many redactions in it. Why was this redacted, that redacted? Why would Jarvis Butts even take a plea deal? Jarvis Butts accepted a plea deal today, and 14 days later he was gone. Somebody go make this shit make sense. Somebody gonna make it make sense. Why take the plea deal? And know that it's your intention, narcissist, to unalive yourself. Charlotte's Web, thank you so very much for the Cash App, sis. Why would he do it? It makes no sense. Tony says, Moca, now is the time for Kim Worthless to bring her ass out of hiding and make more arrests, since Annette and them slow-ass twins are the ones responsible for Naziah being touched by Jarvis Butts. We're going to get on to them in a minute. In a minute. Listen. Right? They did say there are more arrests to be made. They did say there were more arrests to be made. And when I got the news, the first thing that came to Mocha's mind was, move, bitch, get out the way, get out the way, bitch, get out the way. And when that came to mind, I'm like, okay, they got Jarvis out the fucking way. We gonna get Jarvis out the way so we could make room for Shannon, Annette, and Marcus. It's a play. It's a play. It's a goddamn play. And we need to ask ourselves, because I don't give a damn how you slice it or how you look at it. Annette needs to be brought up on charges. Shannon needs to be brought up on charges. Marcus needs to be brought up on charges. And these people are now, if it wasn't for all the backlash that they're getting off of social media, I don't think the prosecutors, I don't think Detroit would have ever looked into Shannon, Annette, and Marcus. I don't think so. And then when you look at all those redactions in Jarvis Butts' plea deal, Jarvis Butts gave them something. Nobody may want to believe it. Jarvis Butts gave them something. And I'm going to go back to what I initially said, right? I hope y'all don't think that it's a mystery as to why nobody has yet found Naziah. And I don't want nobody running in my chat not another damn night, because I think I squared this away before. Don't come here telling me Annette and Shannon and Marquita knows where Naziah's body is. They know. If they don't know shit, I told y'all that several nights ago. They don't know nothing. Because how could it have that body and there's no funeral plan? Y'all got to make it make sense. All of this is beautiful distractions. And it wants slow people to pick up on the beautiful distractions. And over here, we're not slow. We're not slow. And we're not going. So we need to look at what's being dealt to us. And what's being dealt to us is the word on the curb. Because, baby, the way the news blew it up, again, like I said, high profile case. The way the news blew it up, you could have sworn Jarvis Butts was a celebrity in his own rights. How could a man like Jarvis Butts, or why would a man like Jarvis Butts want to take his own life. What you all don't want to understand, and a lot of people don't want to accept, you have to look at the bigger picture. And the bigger picture is this shit is bigger than a Jarvis Butts. This shit is bigger than Detroit. It's bigger than DPD. It's bigger than Kim Worthy. It's bigger. It's so much bigger. And the problem is, and that's just my opinion, the problem is Jarvis Butts may have gotten to his new home and would have got a little comfortable talking to his cellmate, which is, somebody with the same charges as him. He probably would have got a little comfortable. He'd have said some things that he shouldn't have said. He would have exposed some people that shouldn't have been exposed. And before you expose who the hell needs to be exposed, we're just going to get you up out of here. We're going to get you on up out of here. And that way you ain't got to say shit no more. Because when you took that plea deal and we got all these black ink marks here and black ink marks there, and we redacted certain shit out of the plea deal, you told us what you wanted. And we told you what we wanted. And we came to a understanding. You scratch my back and I'ma scratch yours. And before shit gets too heavy, too thick, and too much out of the way, we gonna get you the fuck up on out of here. People call Moca crazy. But I called it. And how many of y'all are in here at this very moment that remembering I called it? The only thing I could say about what I called out, I never thought it would happen this damn soon. I never thought it would have happened this soon. But I did say, Cornell says, I remember. I said he was going on a vacation. I did say that. I see y'all. Y'all say y'all remember. And look at how fast it happened. Look at how fast it happened. Make it make sense. Love selfishly. That was my exact word. He gonna be a memory. He gonna be a memory. My girl Darth Ann said, Mocha, I have to say this. I don't say too much in the chat. Most of the time I'm too late. But baby, if all these newscasters would have broadcasted Naziah like they're broadcasting Jarvis supposed to be deaf. She said like they're broadcasting he's supposed to be deaf. Maybe we would have found out sooner, way sooner than 2 years of nothing. These people are acting like he's some kind of damn celebrity. Child, that's what's happening. That's what's happening. Jarvis Butts is now a celebrity. Everybody in the news is saying the family won't have closure. Man, let me tell you something about that family. I don't give a damn about that family. I don't give two shits about that family. When I told you all, I want y'all to pay attention. When I told you all that Jarvis Butts was going to disappear, he was going to be a memory. The Jarvis y'all saw in court at the sentencing. And the Jarvis Butts that y'all saw at the intake facility. Something is telling me those aren't two of the same people. That's what my gut is telling me. Y'all know how we've been going back and forth with the Kanika Jenkins case. And they had all those doubles. They had all those lookalikes. They had all these people standing in the gap for Kanika Jenkins. And it wasn't a Kanika Jenkins. I said earlier it was a Tubi movie that went bad. I said that. It was a play. Because I want to know something. For 2 years, Jarvis Butts wore a mask in the courtroom. Everybody had speculations. Oh, he got beat up. Oh, they knocked his teeth out. Oh, he got this going on and that going on. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. They knew what they were doing. They knew exactly what they were doing. It was preparing you all for the lie that they were ready to tell. I'm not worried about whether or not that family gets closure. Annette could sit her ass down. Samantha says, I got a side by side of him in the courtroom and the recent mugshot on the community wall. It don't look like him. Shannon, that tattoo was gone. That tattoo was gone. Man, oh man, oh man. I thought I was the only one that realized the tattoo was gone. My girl Star says she pissed off, as everybody is. Marty says, here we are again. Hypocrisy, lies, denials, cover-ups. What the fuck with all this bullshit? No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace, Marty. Marty, I love this. Marty says February 9th, 2026. 6 p.m. woman body found, but allegedly random patrol where no houses, back News Lady Woods. Coward Butts take a plea on the 26th, on the 12th of 26. Plea deal on March 12th, 2026. And now on the 26th, shut your mouth, Marty. Now he allegedly unalived himself. Oh, Lord, just like the 222s. Hey, Laurie, welcome. Go get a welcome, boo. Marty says that means in a total of 3 days. In a total of 3 days. Butts get a plea deal. March 12th, he's sentenced. Less than 29 days, he's unalive. Well, unalive in less than sentenced on the 29th day. Unalive on the 14th day. 46 days total. He allegedly do cowardly thing. Yet he spent 24 months plus some in county jail. So why now? Marty, that's the biggest question ever. Why now? Why now, Marty? Why now? Why now? Why now? It makes no sense. It makes no sense. And I wish we knew where Naziah was. I wish we knew. But we'll never know. Never will we know. Let's look at when Jarvis accepted that plea deal. Show you how DPD is playing in the people's face. When Jarvis accepted that plea deal. Now, if Moca's wrong, please tell me. Moca, shut your mouth. When Jarvis accepted that plea deal, how many of you all seen DPD, the prosecutor's office? How many of y'all seen them go out on an extensive search? How many of y'all seen them put people out there in the field to go look for Naziah? Since they told Jarvis, you have to truthfully tell us where she is. But they wanted us to accept the fact that this man accepted the plea deal without him giving up nothing. Make it make sense. Jarvis accepted a plea deal. Detroit accepted Jarvis accepted a plea deal. Detroit never stood on business. Because if they said he was supposed to truthfully say where Naziah's body was, so you mean to tell me Detroit just accepted she's in Rouge River and they closed the books on it? Never got nobody out there to go search. A plea deal. And now he gone. Why would he take the plea deal and then unalive himself? Why? Why? It don't make a bit of sense. And I want to know if I could file a lawsuit against Shannon, Annette, and Marquita for lying, for neglecting this child, for putting me in harm's way, for feeding her to Jarvis Butts and Eric Gamble and everybody else on a goddamn silver platter. Because clearly, DPD ain't doing what they're supposed to do. Falsified information about Naziah from the very beginning. From the very beginning. What some piss poor adults that is. I don't give a shit what nobody says. All of this shit is playing out just the way it was intended to play out. 2 years, 2 months and some change. Naziah's been gone. Nobody heard from her. Nobody knows where she is. Nobody's seen nothing. Nobody's been recovered. 2 weeks after Jarvis Butts gets sentenced, he supposedly took his life. Jarvis Butts was, again, like I said, he was supposed to shut up. He was supposed to shut up. And those that don't sit and read between the lines, I'm going to say it again. That appearance at sentencing was to let Jarvis Butts know, hey, shut the fuck up. Hey, the deal still stands. Hey, my people done reached out to me. I got you. Hey, just don't say a word. That's what that appearance was. I don't give a shit. Unbothered said, I'm not surprised. Samantha said, his damn show ain't him. Oh, y'all steaming hot up in here. Steaming hot. My girl Roz said, let's start with it not being Uicide. Let's start with it not being Uicide. Roz, I'm with you, baby, because I don't believe that shit. That man, listen, he's a coward. He's a coward. He's been doing fuck shit all his life. So why now? Why now? And everything that was done behind the scenes. Don't y'all ever believe that attorney that Jarvis had. Don't ever believe that bad suit wearing dusty ass nigga don't know. It's all part of the play. Simone said, I'm here and very uneasy about this situation. Moca, you said this would happen. Ha! Your words have manifested. This is bullshit. That part, Ocean Waves. Ocean Waves, Jarvis Butts was not in general population. He was not in general population. Jarvis was housed. Jarvis was in the intake center. Jarvis was supposed to be getting a full evaluation. Jarvis ain't even got a damn evaluation. Jarvis was not going to walk to get no, going to sit down and get no meal. Jarvis was getting his shit delivered to him. So how could Jarvis commit suicide? How? So if that's the case, right? Let's just go along with what they're telling us. If that's the case, then that means this opens up a can for bigger things to happen. Because if you knew this was a situation, you knew he was supposed to be under heavy watch. Who dropped the ball? Who didn't watch him? Who allowed this to happen? I want to know. I want to know. Ariane said they playing in our damn face. Ron says right, but he had the wild card, not just a good hand. Absolutely. Jarvis held the wild card. That's who held the wild card. PJ says, Moca, I don't believe Jarvis unalived himself. I believe they turned those inmates on him or the COs did it. We will never get the truth. We won't get the truth. We will not get the truth. Do I believe they put their hands on him? Possible. It's a possibility. But do I believe they did it to the point to where he's no longer here? They could have beat the shit out of him. They could have bruised him real bad. They could have made a statement. Lady D said they don't have a location and they haven't found her. Hell no. Look, Condra, my girl, I see you, boo. Y'all, this is some sick shit. Since when playing with people's lives becomes a script? Since when playing with people's lives like this becomes part of a movie? Since when? The world has gone to hell in a handbasket. Boo Banger, a lot of shit ain't right, boo. Ron said the jail cell is the oldest trick in the book. Girl, the oldest. Kamisha, welcome, boo. Kim Worthy, hold up. Stop before y'all put Jarvis on this airplane. Girl, you almost made me choke. Kamisha, you almost made me choke. Kamisha said, Kim Worthy, hold up. People don't understand this shit is bigger. This is bigger. Hold up. Stop. Before y'all put Jarvis on this airplane, ask him where Naziah is at. But let me tell y'all something. Jarvis took that plea deal. Jarvis accepted what he accepted, y'all. And it wasn't to protect a damn Shannon. I want people to not think that. Jarvis couldn't stand Shannon. Hell, Jarvis had no respect, love, care, nor concern for his own children. So let's get that out the way. He ain't protecting no Shannon. What we have to put our eyes on is the fact that Jarvis is protecting somebody bigger. Don't ever underestimate people mysteriously showing up. Don't ever underestimate people wanting to be visible. Don't ever underestimate all of a sudden I could stick my chest out because I have such anger towards you. Don't mistake that. Don't mistake that. Please don't. Mm-mm. 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 Ocean waves, a net time done ran out. Bridget said none of this shit is adding up. Absolutely. Man, look at Steffi Jean is up in here. Hey, boo. Steffi Jean said, I've been waiting on you, Mocha. Maybe he ain't gone. Remember, he's protected. Let's leave it right there, Steffi Jean. Let's leave it right there, Steffi Jean. I don't know why people missing the fact that this man is protected. He was protected when he was running the streets doing what he was doing. He would go in, get out, go in, get out, do it all over again. Jesus. Hip Hop said, told you either he was going to get the book or he wasn't going to make it. Yeah, that's what you said. But I don't believe he took his life. I'll never believe that. Drag Racing said that was Kim Worthams with that badass statement. Yeah, I agree with all y'all. It's time for Shannon and Annette to be held accountable. And King still has a job. King is part of the enterprise as well. Bridget said it's a goddamn cover-up, Mocha. You best believe it is. Absolutely. Absolutely. Ocean Wave says, Frank, Annette, Shannon. He forgot Marquita. Marquita is next. They're absolutely not saying how he did it. All he's saying is he did it. He did it. Come on now. Boo Banger said his whole shit looks suspect if you ask me. Portia said, I don't believe this bullshit and neither do I. Roz, man, Ron saying, you mean to tell me all of a sudden a seasoned felon takes his own life? Make that shit make sense, because it don't make sense. I don't give a damn. Sunshine says, I smell some type of bullshit. I smell some type of bullshit, baby, and your nostrils ain't telling no lies. You smell what you smell because that's what you're smelling. Straight bullshit. Straight bullshit. And it's a shame. It's a shame. The Archer, welcome to the Nola Bells, baby. It's a damn shame that this is what we're dealing with. Bridget said, I don't believe he took his own life. Not one bit. It's more to that story. You got to read between the lines. Absolutely. Absolutely. And they're not no broken lines. The lines are not broken. You just have to be able to insert the players where the players belong and not turn a blind eye like you don't see the players. I don't give a damn. The players are real. And the players have been making statements. But because the focus was so much on just a certain group, we overlooked the players. We overlooked the players. Belinda, my girl, says he should have been watched. This is a high profile case. And that's where it looks bad. That's where the story has a crack in it. He should have been watched. So whose responsibility is it now? Who's going to take responsibility for the fact that he wasn't watched? Unbothered. Unbothered said, in my opinion, he wasn't a man. Hell no, he wasn't. DPD made a statement. They posted on their little community wall. They didn't come out here and say shit. They posted it on their wall. But we're going to talk about this shit, y'all. And I'm going to drop the link for whoever want to talk about it. Ocean Wave said Jackson prison is not a joke. He definitely didn't want to go there. I'm sure he didn't. But the thing is, they promised him that he would never make it there. And that's my opinion and my opinion only. The deal was he wasn't going to make it there. Because my thing is, why have a plea deal? Why even offer Jarvis Butts a plea deal in the first place? That's number one. You supposed to be the people in charge. Y'all offered him a plea deal. Then y'all started redacting shit. Why would you offer him a plea deal and start taking away shit? Why would you give him the upper hand? Why would you put him in a position to where he should be the one to call the shots? Because at the end of the day, this is how it's looking. Jarvis Butts called all the damn shots. And y'all went along with it. So y'all really believe now that this man unalived his damn self and he had that much control? No fucking way. No way. No way. Mm-mm. No fucking way. Nobody can make me believe that. Levette, that's $1 million question. Because I've been wrestling with that one all damn day. What the hell did he do? What the hell did he use to take his life? Y'all gonna make me understand this one. Because he was wearing them fishing shoes that ain't had no strings in them, or some flip-flop shower shoes. And they tell me when you're there, they said some places take the sheets from you, where you just laying on the mattress. And if it's really that bad, they pull the mattress out a certain time of the day. Now, shit like this could very well be y'all see how Kanika Jenkins' mama got that money behind the scenes to shut the fuck up and never mention this shit again? Y'all remember how she got the hush money behind the scenes to shut the fuck up and never say nothing again. Look at what the hell is going on here. Look at what's really going on here. And you know, Moca could be wrong. I could be dead ass wrong. But they gotta show me a body. They gotta show me a body. Because we saw how Kanika Jenkins played out too. They had a whole funeral and it wasn't her in the casket. So why are they playing with lives like this? Why are they playing these type of games with people? The Archer said there's something definitely rotten in Detroit. This is so suspect. Absolutely, the Archer. Belinda said only told the immediate family about where Naziah is, and they needed Belinda. The immediate family don't even know where Naziah is. They don't fucking know. This shit is insane. And I do mean insane. And all we want to see is some proof. And look, Samantha, that's when I knew shit was getting flaky. Look at how fast they moved him. Look at how fast they moved him. That no. TB says we already knew this was coming, but karma came and spun the block. Are his friends? Look, love selfishly. Love selfishly. When you find out, I need you to let me know. Because when you let me know, I'm going to drop every goddamn thing I got going on here. And I'm going to catch a flight. And I'm going to sit right next to you at the funeral. I'm going to sit right next to you at the funeral. The fuck? No, Carla Henry. Carla Henry asks, will this case be over since Jarvis is gone? Hell no. And you know why I say that, Carla Henry? They just opened a brand new can. They just opened a brand new can of worms. It sure did. That's what happened. I dropped the link. Kenyatta says, Moca, a lady on the police force spoke today. She said this case is still open. In my opinion, it's for Shannon and Annette, and I hope the charges are coming on him. Look, I believe that too. I believe that too. I believe that's exactly why they got him out the way. He didn't gave, people don't believe that, but Jarvis Butts gave something. He gave them something. Simone said they don't even give you sheets or nothing. See, I didn't know that. Didn't know that, but you said it. Unbothered said, who raised him? His sister did. This is some rotten shit. And it's a shame to play in people's face with a child's life. It's a damn shame. Olea said, Mocha, do you really think Jarvis is gone? No, ma'am. No, sir. And been moved already to another location? Well, to another location, I believe that. Ocean Wave said, Frank is full of shit. My girl, Charlotte Webb says, him unaliving himself has made me sick to my stomach. I had to call on another CC. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. Shannon and Annette right now should be worried. Very damn worried. They should be very worried. Cool Girl Sister says, Mocha, that script was already written. And it shows. And it shows. Rod says he could have done that his first time in the pen. That part, Roz. That part. And my thing is, if that was the case, Jarvis Butts, y'all think about when Jarvis Butts turned himself in, like Samantha just said. Jarvis Butts knew what he was going to be charged with. Jarvis Butts knew what he was facing. Well, no, I lied. He didn't know what he was facing when he turned himself in. But my thing is, if Jarvis Butts, and we got to make this shit make sense. If Jarvis Butts knew that he did all what they said he done to Naziah, right? Why the fuck would Jarvis Butts turn himself in? Knowing that that shit was going to come back up. Knowing that shit was going to come back up. So they could miss me with all of that bullshit. They really can. Hey, mother trucker. She said, I don't believe he did it himself. They got rid of him because it's bigger than him. He had no guilt for what he did to those children. All lies. That part. And I say it over and over and over again. Jarvis Butts is a damn narcissist. Jarvis Butts is a liar. Jarvis Butts is a manipulator. Jarvis Butts is a con artist. Jarvis Butts been living his whole life on the street with them people. Running the game. Running amok. And as Mother Trucker just said, I don't believe he did it to himself. They got rid of him because it's bigger than him. Because he damn sure didn't have no guilt for what he did to those children. Bingo. And they didn't get rid of him the way they want us to believe they got rid of him. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Darth Ann said, wasn't he supposed to tell everything before his sentencing? Absolutely. Abso-damn-lutely. And this is what they bring back to us. This is what they bring back to us. My girl Marty says, seeing is believing. Seeing is believing. I gotta see that graying up carcass. Marty says she want to see the damn carcass. I want to see him toe tag. I want to see the label and the mark, standing still freezer tray, because there's been bullshit from the day of his arrest. Marty, bullshit. Bullshit, Marty. The one that got away. Sunshine said they have to show some type of proof. Because why the fuck having Kim Possible come out and say shit? Yet they can say what the hell they want. He didn't give a fuck about nobody. Absolutely, he did not. Tony says when you're being processed. When you're being processed. They watch you closely. The doctor does a physical examination on you, and they try to get you to tell them what happened and why you're in prison. And look at how fast this shit didn't happen. So Jarvis Butts didn't get a chance to say shit. Cool girl sister said Jarvis out the country by now. Laurie, my girl, Laurie said maybe they faked his death that gave him a new identity, bingo. JJ, I see you, my love. Welcome, boo. Huh. Me. Welcome, boo. Moca, you called it. He would disappear probably under new identity somewhere. They're going to have to prove to me. Damn. Sunshine say Jarvis in Dubai. Woo, child. Charlotte's Web says, Mocha, I didn't even think about that. But that makes so much sense. Mocha, you right. He wasn't bothered by nothing. He's a punk and he's a coward. And I don't believe he wanted to unalive himself. He did not. Sparkle said, I said he felt some kind of way from his daughter and his sister. That's the first time he ever showed any emotions. Absolutely. He showed emotions. If you guys don't mind, could you all tap on those emojis for your girl? Cynthia Harmon said, I think he gone because it was on Detroit News. Girl. Detroit News also said Naziyah Harris ran away. Detroit News also said that Naziyah Harris ran away. Now, do you believe that? My girl Yakia said, I don't think he offed himself. Because why now? When he had years and months and days. I can't with Detroit. Absolutely. CM, you understand? CM said, Mocha, keep speaking mind the matter, sister. Absolutely. Mina, I see you, sis. I'm telling you, this shit is wicked. Me want to know why is he so protected with a mask? False flag event to stop broadcast of his court proceeding. Let me tell y'all something. I'm going to stop right there when I say it's bigger than Jarvis. Detroit is corrupt. That's number one. We're going to lay that shit on the table. Detroit is fucking corrupt, right? That's number one. All right, let's move a little further down the road with that one. Jarvis Butts in court over and over again with a mask on. Over and over with the mask on. Another red flag. The biggest red flag of them all. Before I get to the biggest. During the sentencing, now we know that there's more than one news station in Detroit, right? Fox News was there. Fox News was there, and it's strange how when it got to a certain part of the sentencing, the footage cuts off because they claimed that they had an emergency somewhere else that they needed to cover. So you mean to tell me Fox News in Detroit only got one fucking camera? One camera. Right, okay. That's red flag to Mocha. So as high profile as this case is, Fox News, you could cut your camera off because y'all just got one camera. That was intentional. All right? Breaking news this morning. Jarvis Butts allegedly unalived himself. Who brought the news first? Fox News. Fox News. Fox News. I can't with Detroit. I cannot with Detroit. Erica Red said they moved him so fast, and not a week later he's gone, man. Something that make you think, Erica Red. Erica Red. Dr. JD, that's it. That's all. Where the hell is Naziah? And we need to ask that question to Shannon, Annette, and Marquita. We need to ask them that question. Because how many of us in here honestly believe that Jarvis? Now look, we done been through the ringer with this. How many of us in here honestly believe that Jarvis unalived Naziah? I'll wait because I don't believe it. And it's not like I'm making excuses for his ass because, he done too fucking much when it came to these children. He deserved a punishment out of this goddamn world. But how many of y'all do believe that he did that to Naziah? Roz said, I don't believe that at all. Me either, Roz. I believe, Cornell says, I believe Shannon. Laurie says Shannon did it. Valerie, I don't believe he did it. I don't believe he did it. I never believed he did. PJ said, not me either. I never believed it was him. Bridget said, I don't either. Dorothy Ann said, yep, the monster's gone to another country, out of town, plastic surgery, whatever. But he ain't dead. Excuse me, unalive. Dorothy Ann, the emotions is everywhere. Shannon Ann hooping and hollering. No, she ain't. No, she ain't. No, she ain't. Shannon and Annette is sitting up there trying to figure the hell out how they could benefit from this. Hey, Travis, welcome, boo. I see you, Platt. Because I want to know how he did it. I wonder how he did it if he did it. Charlotte's Web said they saw it. He was in quarantine for the last 2 weeks. They saw him do that to himself, and they did not move. But who said that was the source? Who said that that was how he unalived himself? Because they never revealed how he unalived himself. First they said, the first report was Jarvis Butts found deceased in his cell. That was the first report that came out. And the second report that came out, they said self-inflicted, he unalived himself. They never said how he did it. I will never believe it was Uicide. Never. And it was all about following the money. Rashina said narcissists likes to be controlled. They don't take their own lives. It's all a play. Absolutely. 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 Miss Jackson, my girl, she said, I don't believe Jarvis unalived himself. No way. Huh. I guess Frank sent a message. Now, Keisha, I see you in the chat, my girl. Tammy Rayful, it took a few hours before the other news and Google to tell it. I thought that was odd. God damn it, all him. See what I'm saying? It took a few hours before the other news and Google told it. But Fox News was on it. Think about that. Fox News had it first. So why would they give it to Fox News, the same Fox News that turned off the recording in the court? Man, look. Patrima said we need answers. I feel the PDFs he knew of took him out. Why would they? Why would they? Birds of a feather. Portia said, I used to work as a CO, and they would have to watch a prisoner 24/7 on the hour, every hour, if they were suicidal. And I didn't see him as such. We don't know what they found at the intake. So listen, if he's no longer here, like they're saying he's no longer here, right? One of the biggest questions I have right now. If he's no longer here, and I know all of this is sudden and it just happened and we can't expect them to jump because we want them to jump. I get that. But with Naziah still being missing, don't you all think now would have been a time, today would have been a time to come out with a big old ass press release to not only announce that he's unalive, but to also announce that this is where he said Naziah is. This is a statement that he gave. This is the information that he gave us when he took the plea deal. Don't y'all think they could have done a press conference to say all of that? Don't y'all think they should have done a press conference to say all of that? I'm just asking because it would make complete sense to me. This is sad. Valerie said, Moca, is the movie over with? Hell no. Oh no, baby. This bitch is in sequels. And I do mean sequels. Tammy Ray said the newest release from DPD says they will continue to look for the body. Tammy Ray, DPD could go to hell. Y'all go continue to look for the body. My problem with y'all is this, DPD. When Jarvis told y'all, oh, she in Rouge River, why y'all didn't move then? Why y'all didn't move then to go search Rouge River or wherever the hell he may have told y'all she is? And now all of a sudden, y'all feel like y'all got action. So y'all got to give the people something to satisfy them, or give them just a little something to shut the hell up. Make this shit make sense. Y'all could have kept that shit and saved it for another day. Belinda said, I feel so bad for her brother and Lady. Belinda, I don't feel bad for Lady. I don't. I'm going to tell you why I don't feel bad for Lady. 2 years, 2 months, and a lot of days. Naziah is supposedly gone. Right? You her birth mother. And not one time did you bring your ass out here and say a word. And like I said the other night, I don't care what her situation is. I don't care how she look. I don't care how she's acting. I don't care what she's under the influence of. That's your child. That is your child. And the only reason I feel that she's not saying nothing is because she too knows something. And the reason I feel that she knows something is because when she was in possession of Naziah's phone, and instead of doing what a mother was supposed to do with that information, she took it and started sharing it with people. Olea says, I feel Jarvis is alive and is being moved as we speak. He would have taken his own life before now while he was in a county jail. That's what we've been saying the whole time. And I agree with you. Look at my girl Platt. I knew she was coming. I knew my girl, it was coming. Platt said after someone is unalive, the person usually sinks at first because there's no air in the lungs. They don't float right away. Absolutely. And that's why 2 years, you mean to tell me she still ain't float? What, they got bricks on her legs? Mm-mm. 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 Plats in a river is less predictable. Currents can move them, trap them under debris, or keep them underwater longer. Warmer water might bring them up in a few days, but colder water or strong currents just don't. DPD will stop playing with us. Damn. Me said some of them other CCs on this case are looking like controlled oppositions. Damn. Well, cool girl, sister, that's his sister, you know? You saying his sister never came out here and said nothing, but that's still his sister at the end of the day. No matter what the situation is, whether he's gone or whether he's still here. Do you think his sister was a part of the play? I don't believe so. Not with the type of emotions that lady had. And they weren't for show. They weren't for show. My girl Rock, I see you, boo. Because Shannon, what's going on? Platt said he made all this shit up. Platt in a bad way. Hey, Miss Indy said it feels very Epsteinish to me. you right. Very Epsteinish is right. Miss Jackson said, you called him Moca. People talking about mediums at Miss Jackson. It was there in plain sight. Plain sight. I don't know. I wonder if Cash will ever return. I wonder if Cash will ever show back up. Let me move down in this comment clip. Baby, y'all on it. Y'all is on it. And I'm so far behind. Y'all is truly on it. Yes, PJ, I saw that. The media said they also tried to revive him with CPR. Like for real, y'all? Like for real. Oh, they dressed it up now. They dressed it up real nice. Oh, they really dressed it up. Ariane said, I believe she did it because she knew Naziah was pregnant by her man. It's a lot. It's a lot. And the sad part about it is but the thing is, how do you just come out here and say that he unalived themselves by Uicide, but you don't release no more details? They can't just tell me this. They can't just tell me this. I'm sorry. Sis, that's what Orange Man said. Fox is fake. Ariane said, just wait. They go say he OD'd off of the meds. But no, they can't know. They can't use meds as a thing because I think medication is distributed to you. You don't have that shit sitting in your cell with you. That's sad. And I can't believe Kim Worthy didn't get her ass out here to say not one word. Not one word. Hey, Queen Keish. Queen Keish want to know what's going to happen next. We're going to be surprised. We're going to sit here and wait on it. We're going to have to wait on it. Because in my opinion, I believe Shannon, Annette, and Marquita should be next in line. Because we done got Jarvis' ass out the way. So, and I believe that was a shit show to get Jarvis where he is, just to line him up to get Shannon, Annette, and Marquita where they need to be. That's what I'm believing. That's what I'm believing. Welcome each and every one of you that's just joining the chat. I appreciate y'all for pulling up on your girl. Those of you that's sitting in the bushes, go ahead on and hit the like button. It is free 99. Look at my girl Golden and hit the Moca. I couldn't keep up with this story, but when I heard the news, I know your channel will be lit. This case belongs to you. Enjoy your day. Thank you, sis. Thank you so very much. Thank you. Ron said DPD could have kept that girl. That's Roz. DPD could have kept that damn statement. And y'all right, this shit is like a horror movie. Sunny Days says Dumb and Dumber know exactly where that child body is. Absolutely. Absolutely. Annette knows. Shannon knows. Marquita knows. They know exactly where that child is. They know. Cornell, she's smoking her ass off. Ariane said, Mocha, what do y'all think the judge will say tomorrow about all of this mess? I have no clue, but I will be tuned in. Miss Gemini says if they told the family where her body was, then why are they still looking? Miss Gemini, that's the thing. Miss Gemini, that's the thing. Because y'all honestly think DPD will put themselves out there looking stupid? Why would they put out a statement and saying that we will continue looking? So whomever put that shit out there about Annette and Shannon and Marquita been given a body and they're the only ones could do A, B, C, and D, tell them to go to hell. And stop that. Because if that's the case, these people, I mean, ain't nobody gonna let them hold no damn body that damn long. Absolutely, Rock. They all knew. All of them. Me says, Mocha lady needs grace and mercy. You can't just up and shake off an addiction. She too is a victim of a net. Absolutely, me. I will not take that from her about her being a victim of a net. I will not ever label her as not being a victim, but then we got to look at it, me, she's a mother. She became a mother. And when you are a parent, I don't give a damn what you got going on. Everything else should be under the table. She knew where her children were going. She knew the life that she lived in Annette's home. She should have fixed her shit and got her life right for her children. Tammy Ray said they cannot discuss the case anymore, is what they said. Tammy Ray, who said, Tammy Ray, talk to me. Tammy Ray, who said they could no longer discuss the case? Girl, now I'm sitting all the way up. Tammy Ray said they cannot discuss the case anymore. Who can't discuss that case, girl? Because if they could no longer discuss the case, right? That's beginning to sound just like they had Kanika Jenkins' mama hogtied. They told her she couldn't discuss it either. LeBeck said that's confirmed to me that Jarvis did tell them something. Absolutely. Absolutely. Lady D, I didn't hear that nowhere either. Big M, I see you, my love. Hip Hop said he is unalive. I talked to Janiah. He's out of here. Hip Hop, let me ask you something. Let me ask you something. And I'm pretty sure they didn't use Janiah to identify nobody. I'm pretty sure of that. Look, I laid my life on the line on that one. So Janiah got that information from where? I'm just asking. Because I know they did not use that underage child to identify a body. She heard it on the news. She heard it on social media. She's being told what the world is being told. Golden, they're saying that he committed, they're saying that he committed Uicide, say he took his own life. I'm just wondering, because I know that child, they didn't use that child to identify his body. Gloria said maybe that is why Shannon wants to move to Florida. Gloria, I'm going to ask y'all again. Somebody else came in my chat the other night with that. Who did Shannon tell that she was moving to Florida? Because as far as I know, Shannon don't talk to nobody, not on his social media world. So who did Shannon tell? Or did y'all hear Shannon herself say she was moving to Florida? Miss O, I see you, boo. Kim says FBI really needs to step up in at this point. It's too many lies and corruption. Whereas FBI ain't involved in this one, they said the state police. They said the state police. Serena said, if he is unalive, I need proof. Can't just tell me anything. Me either, baby. Me either. Mm-mm. Yes, guys, if you don't mind, please hit the like button for your girl. And you think Jarvis, Tony, you think Jarvis had that mask on because he had a so-say disease? Girl, I think they were hiding something bigger. JJ said, don't y'all worry. I got something for Channel 4. Big M and I are taking over the news coverage. Mark my word, girl. Do you, JJ? Do you? Hip Hop said, from what he knows and from what he's been told, it wasn't how they put it out here. It didn't happen the way they're trying to make us believe it happened, but he definitely got released. Tammy Ray said, I just looked on Otis and my request was denied, and that never happened. It lists all prisoners in Michigan. Kim says Kim Worthless needs to lose her job. She started this case with lies and corruption. She needs to be held accountable. That part. Because how could you be so loose in a situation like this? How? Sunshine. My sister said there would be a fake certificate of death. Fake report from the morgue, fake funeral, damn it, just a fake everything. Get ready for it. Get ready for it. Get ready for it. Shannon Lewis says, I believe that baby auntie. I believe that's baby auntie got. Shannon, we're saying the same thing. Miss O asks, was there a note? Well, they haven't released any of that information yet. They haven't released if Jarvis left a note. They haven't released none of that, but we will be tuned in. Golden say, are some of you all saying that it is not verifiable? We need to identify that body, that part, Golden. We need to identify that body. We really do. Marty said, at the end of this, if it's true, what about his daughter? How must she be feeling this is cruel act that baby got to deal with thanks to cowardly ass? Girl. Levesque said, you know what, Mocha? At one point, we started looking at Tijuana sideways, as we should. But from the beginning, I did feel like she was or could think past her brother doing something like that. That's her brother. Levesque, absolutely. You know, the thing is, she didn't want to accept who her brother was, but my heart hurts for her. Nobody want to see a family member go through that. Nobody want to suspect that they got a family member running around here doing some shit like that. Especially when she revealed that she went through the same shit growing up. Hey, Great Lake. Oh, shit. Great Lake. Baby. So Great Lake, you saying Kim Worthy authorized that, right? How you know that? Talk to me, Great Lake. How do you know that? See, because y'all can't come in here and just tell me anything. And I'm going to say, oh, yeah, that could be. No, I ain't doing that shit. Kim said, why? Because y'all lie and corruption with DPD. Yeah, nothing but corruption. No, Gloria, the kids are not there. Spicy said, I believe they're going to say he passed with an OD. The question is going to be, how did he get a hold of it? Someone had to give it to him. They haven't disclosed how. They haven't disclosed how. But we're going to sit and wait for them to tell us how. But one thing, y'all, you got to pay attention. Please pay attention. That plea deal, one thing about that plea deal had very, very, very limited information. And they still is not releasing that plea deal to the public. Right? I'll show you how staged this shit was. There was no trial. Do y'all think at the last minute the plea deal came into the play, which would forfeit a trial? They had no intentions for a trial because as high profile as this case is, they never selected a jury. And that should have happened back in January, and it didn't. Right? So let's put all these pieces together. Plea deal very limited. No information. Redacted, redacted, redacted. They never select a jury. Never selected it. That was intentional. First plea they offered him, he turned it away. He said no. Second time they go to court, he signs the plea deal 4 days before they go into the courtroom. Then they schedule a sentencing date. Jarvis was sentenced on March 12th. And here we are, 14 days later, and Jarvis mysteriously unalived himself. Make it make sense. So now they're saying that, so now y'all want us to believe that the truth about what really happened, the truth supposedly died with him. Y'all telling me, or y'all fixing the way the truth was never supposed to come out in the first place? That's fishy as shit. I ask questions. I don't do blind acceptance. I never will. I ask questions, and DPD, Kim Worthless, I got a lot of them. I have plenty questions. No transparency. No details. Y'all want us to take what y'all dish out. Y'all saying a whole lot without saying nothing. I'm going to ask y'all in the chat. Do y'all really believe this man unalived himself? Or do y'all feel like something just ain't adding up? I want to know how y'all feel. Because there's no goddamn way. Look at my girl Dallas. Hey, boo. Welcome, welcome. Love you more. Because there ain't no damn way you can make me believe Jarvis Butts set his ass in that prison cell, in that closed little box, and did what the hell he did. And I see y'all with the no ain't shit adding up. Ain't a damn thing adding up. Uh-uh. Mm-mm. Great Lake said Detroit is 75% full of predators. Incest is rampant in Detroit and closer than you think. I don't even want to know. That's disgusting. So disgusting. Platt said, like I said, if that was if that was in the river, somebody would have seen it by now on top. Absolutely, Platt. Absolutely. They thought we was going to run with whatever the hell they said. Star, very much playing, boo. Miss O says there a hearing tomorrow about, I don't know. I don't know nothing about a press conference. Nobody announced nothing. See, Detroit move how Detroit want to move, and they want us to wait on them, and we wait. Ain't that we got to buy their bullshit, though. Wilma, welcome, baby. Wilma said the math ain't damn mathing. Marty said that big. Okay, I ain't touching that one. Yeah, because if anybody had to identify that body, it had to go through that sister. Big M says, I wonder who's going to pay for his funeral or burial or cremation. Nobody. Nobody. And Big M, the reason why I said nobody. Big M. Detroit is going to already say that this is a high profile case. Detroit is going to say that they don't want the public, they don't want the big hoorah. They're going to say that the city could be in danger. They're going to give you every excuse in the world. Listen, this is going to be a private, intimate, secret, nobody will ever know type of funeral. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Tony said, Mocha, I don't know. I damn sure wouldn't be surprised what the heck was under that mask. Tony, a different person. That part, sis. Rashina said, Mocha, and they're not going to disclose how. They redacted the transcript, so they're definitely not going to tell us what happened to the monster. That part. All of this shit was strategically planned. Because the redactions in a transcript, what are you hiding? What are you not telling the public? What is it that you don't want us to see? And then the shenanigans in the courtroom didn't make it no better. The shenanigans in the courtroom on sentencing day told the whole fucking story. That was part of the script. That was part of the storyline. And it played out just the way they wanted it to play out. Miss Antoinette, I see you, my love. The Archer says, I wonder if this is a setup so some other folks go down. Watch that space. A note is going to pop up. The Archer, that's what I said in the beginning. The Archer, that's where my thought process was. I got to get you out the way so I can make room for the others. Tanya said, Mocha, the great escape. Tanya, girl, there's some fishy shit. And it's definitely not adding up. Definitely not adding up. People don't want to believe it, but this shit is bigger than any of us could ever imagine. And people don't want to believe what I'm saying. And I don't want y'all to believe what the hell I'm saying. I don't. I just want y'all to go back and play the script over again in your head. Jarvis was given a message in court that day for the sentencing. I'm going to go back to what I said when I said what I said. If I fired your ass for stealing from me, if I fired you for stealing from me, I didn't want to have a goddamn thing to do with you. Why the hell would I set you up in a shop to work somewhere away from me? That's number one. If I got a problem with your nasty ass behavior, touching children and doing the most to children, if I really had a fucking problem with that, why would I accept your collect calls from jail? Why would I accept your collect calls from jail? Not only did I accept your collect calls from jail, but I'm holding a conversation with you. You see, J man, if you did it, that's fucked up. But when you get out of that, listen to the key words. When you get out of this, I got a job for you. Make it fucking make sense. The message was loud and clear, and everybody kept picking up on every fucking thing except that. Something was possibly done to him. I'm not dismissing that at all. Something was done to him. And that was the storyline to use to say he don't exist no more. That's just my thoughts. Rock, all of this shit is suspect. All of it from the very beginning. And that's why Annette ass need to hang by her fucking toes. Because, bitch, who made you think it was all right for you to go report your fucking granddaughter to the goddamn school as a runaway? Bitch, when you did that, that was the domino effect. That's when all of this shit started. You reported that baby to the school as a fucking runaway, and the story's been wild every fucking since. Every goddamn player y'all had come to the forefront with the damn testimonies, the fake ass witnesses, the fake ass findings of this, that, and the third. How the fuck could you, Annette, knowing that all this shit started with you? Knowing all this shit started with you. So, bitch, you was right along on a gravy train with the rest of these motherfuckers, and you knew what the end was gonna be. But you did not think your efforts in setting Jarvis Butts up to help Kim Worthy to fix a job that she had done fucked up long time ago. You don't think your attempts to help this lady capture Jarvis Butts? You didn't think that shit was going to backfire on you because Jarvis Butts gave them people everything they thought they needed. He knew too fucking much. And like I said, Shannon been laying down pillow talking with Jarvis for all the years that she's been with him. See, the lies got to be stopped. Jarvis Butts has been in Annette's household in that family for over 20 some years. Let's let the truth be fucking told. Shannon ass was a teenager when she was with Jarvis. Bitch, you may have been 19 when you had the first baby, and I don't think you were. But let's think about he was with Marquita first. And only God knows, because we don't know, how long he was with Marquita in the beginning. He was with Annette. He was with Lady. So he had been around y'all for a long time. And when you thought you snatched him, you laid there and you told all the family business. So Jarvis was sitting on some shit that y'all didn't think he would say. And I do believe after him sitting up there as long as the fuck he been sitting in jail, he said it. He told everything that y'all didn't want to come out. So Annette, again, it starts with you. And bitch, at the end of the day, it ends with you. And in Moca's opinion, just in case Detroit ain't ready to do nothing with Shannon, to do nothing with Marquita, to do nothing with Annette, it's us. I don't live in Detroit, but my telephone still works. My computer works. Send emails. Make phone calls. Hey, y'all say Jarvis gone. What the fuck we gonna do with these people here? What the hell we gonna do with these people here? Because they're the problem. You can't allow these damn people to just keep walking the street doing what the hell they're doing and keep damaging more children. Because I have a problem with the fact that it's a possibility that these hoes may get these children again. I have a problem with that. A serious fucking problem with that. Now, where's the real justice? Where is the fucking real justice? I'll wait. I'll fucking wait. Because Annette, if you thought you was having all these fake ass anxiety attacks, you thought, because you knew what time it was. Because let the truth, that's what made Jarvis Butts hang y'all ass. Because you had to sign off on accepting that plea deal, bitch. You set your ass there on that stand, and that you did the most. So now it ain't no more performance. It ain't no stellar awards. You ain't get a goddamn thing other than prayerfully some handcuffs. Because had it not been for you being the neglectful, sorry ass piece of shit of a woman that you are, we wouldn't be having this discussion today. You're neglectful as hell. You were neglectful with your own damn children. And look at what you did to your grandchildren. So make it make sense. How do we keep slamming this one, calling that one out, punishing this one, making this one be accountable, and Annette keeps slipping through the cracks? 40 years of CPS. 40 years of CPS. And just like we found out about the 40, Detroit, goddammit, y'all knew about the 40. And y'all let that continue to slip and skate. But we supposed to be dumb. We supposed to sit here and accept whatever the fuck y'all tell us because that's what y'all want us to accept. I'm not Annette, bitch. I ain't Shannon. And I'll never be Marcus. And I'm pretty sure, I'm more than sure, when Jarvis spoke, something tells me it ain't just Annette, Shannon, and Marquita that he gave up. I also believe there are some other people that Jarvis gave up. That's why other people are rallying. That's why other people are wanting the worst for Jarvis Butts. Oh, he's a fucking monster. He done the damn most. He deserved a punishment like no fucking other. But let's not forget who allowed him to be that fucking monster that he was to these little girls who didn't have a voice. Let's not forget that. There's no goddamn way Jarvis Butts should have had a plea deal. Anybody on the outside looking in could see a plea deal should have not been on the table. If you're going to charge him, goddamn it, charge him. But don't play with it. Don't give him options. And that just let me know you didn't have shit. You didn't have a goddamn thing that was solid on him other than what they told you. And then when Shannon and Annette got behind closed doors with the prosecutor, they said some powerful shit against Jarvis Butts. That's when he first, listen, when Jarvis Butts first refused that plea deal, Jarvis Butts, I'm pretty sure his mindset was, they can't pin me on this shit. I didn't do this shit. But then when they went back to Jarvis Butts, prosecution went back to Jarvis Butts, hey, I done sat down with Shannon, Annette, and Marcus, and this is what the fuck they told me. So how do you work around this? So when Jarvis Butts found out that Shannon, Annette, Marquita sat there and fed the prosecution some shit on him, he said, okay, I'm going to give him one even better. PJ, thank you so very much, sis, for supporting the channel. Guys, y'all are here. Hit the like button for your girl. I don't ask for much. Hitting that like button, I appreciate it very much. And if you can support the channel, I appreciate that as well. But Jarvis Butts gave them people some shit on Shannon, Annette, and Marquita. You could best believe that. And something else the world may not want to accept. Not only did Shannon talk outside of Annette's house while she was laying there with Jarvis, y'all don't think Naziah told Jarvis some shit? Y'all don't think Naziah told Jarvis some shit? That little girl lived hellish in that house. That little girl went through some shit us as grown people could never go through in that house. And that judge set his ass up there and spoke to Jarvis Butts like he was somebody that he had been kicking it with for quite some time. A real judge would have never, let me tell you something. If a real judge was convinced that Jarvis did all what they said he done, that judge would have came out swinging. That judge would have laid Jarvis down, and Jarvis would have felt like he was already in prison while he set his ass in that courtroom. But that judge did none of that. That judge did none of that. That judge set his ass there. That judge read the courtroom. That judge saw who was in the courtroom. That judge knew play by play what was unfolding in that courtroom. That judge also saw the representative that had to show Jarvis Butts, hey, I'm here. That judge saw that. They're all in fucking cahoots. They're all in cahoots. That's my opinion. Naziah didn't deserve none of this shit. None of this shit. And how do you sacrifice a child who didn't get a chance at a half decent life? And y'all got her going through some shit like this. No fucking way. Wilma says, I wonder what his little brother has to say. Probably nothing. Because the little brother said they don't fuck with Jarvis like that. He said Jarvis was always weird. Always weird. And that's the fucked up part. Jarvis grew up fucked up. Jarvis was touched. Jarvis was abused as a child. And then Jarvis didn't want to, and I always said that. Y'all could go back to many moon of videos that I made. And I said it. Jarvis was introduced to this nasty ass life at an early age, doing the most. Jarvis was assaulted by a 40-some-year-old woman when he was 13, 14 years old. Jarvis even made a baby with that woman. They should have locked her ass up. They should have threw away the key on her. And as a young boy, figuring he was grown, Jarvis started running the streets, doing his own goddamn thing. And that's when Jarvis met up with those people that's running the enterprise. They groomed the fuck out of him. They taught him them nasty ways. They showed him the ropes. He got pulled into some shit and got caught up too deep. They was throwing them nickels and dimes, pennies here and there. And my thing is, anybody that knew that's what the fuck he was doing back then. And if they knew who he was working for back then, because he's been working for this man for a while, I would tell it. I would tell it. I would tell it. Dorothy Ann said Trump done it again. He done got the focus off of him. This time, Lord. I don't believe he got shit to do with this. I really don't. 831331 said he was unalive and oh Lord, and it was ordered by two very important people. I could believe that. I could truly believe that. And now the question still remains, where's Naziah? The question remains, where is Naziah? 2 years and some change. No sighting of Naziah. No mention of Naziah. No nothing. People just don't vanish like that, y'all. People just don't vanish like that. Y'all got to believe that. And I'm going to tell you why I believe, or why I say people don't just vanish like that. Maybe somebody in the chat could answer this question for me. Because when Jarvis was initially arrested, Jarvis had a charge on him. When they arrested Jarvis and it went through his phone and shit like that, and they found all these videos of these little girls in Jarvis' phone. Jarvis had a charge for those videos, soliciting a sale. Jarvis was selling those videos. So that's a whole trafficking charge. That's a whole trafficking charge. That was the route for that was the reason for the videos. So now I have to ask a question. With everything that we just went through with Jarvis in the sentencing, his charges, make me understand, why did that charge disappear? Why did that charge conveniently disappear? Is it that they didn't want the world questioning the trafficking ring? Is it that they didn't want the world to connect the dots on what was really going on? Because that was trafficking business. Can't go around what we're looking at right in front of our face. We can't go around what was sitting there in black and white. We just cannot. Absolutely, Dr. JD. DPD need to stop playing with us. Ooh, Vicky, girl. Ms. O said, in my opinion, he considered Naziah his property. He felt entitled to her even after death. The Potato family knows. Ms. O, in my opinion, let me tell you something. In my opinion, neither one of them is unalive. And that's my belief. That's my thoughts. I don't believe neither one of them is unalive. Samantha said, Uicide claims like that have been circulating mostly through social media speculation, not official sources. The officials have not confirmed nothing. Sunshine said that's why he was there and mentioned he already got one body. He's not scared to get another one. That was the giveaway there, confirmation that he will do it. Absolutely. 313 said a shop is now reopened on Harper and Dickerson. Ain't that some shit? How conveniently? How conveniently, 313? My girl Dallas said, hell yeah. This could be your daughter or granddaughter or niece. Dallas, that part. That part. Valerie, you know, Vari said that in the beginning. It's bigger than people think. Annette ain't getting no goddamn insurance money. That ain't possible. That ain't possible. Lebec said, Mocha, I just heard crickets when you asked who told us. This have a lot of moving parts, Mocha. That's why we have questions to help us make it make sense. Absolutely. Absolutely. His exact words. See, I love y'all because y'all pay attention. Y'all listen as much as I do when I'm hearing other people talk. Look at what Samantha just said. When this man spoke, his translation, when Jarvis gets transferred, I got a job for someone on the inside. That's what that body meant. Fuck. You got to make it make sense. They all set his ass up. The Archer said, Mocha, do you remember during the preliminary hearing, Enterprise stuff was mentioned? Ah. and was, and was, and nobody picked it up, and was. Jarvis knew too much. At the end of the day, that's what he said, Ross. But at the end of the day, Jarvis knew too much. Then he said he didn't know Annette. Tony said, Kenworthers, bring your ass back to the podium and tell us what happened because you're running with the big wigs. You've been hiding long enough. Whew. This is crazy. Absolutely, Dr. JD. You got to get rid of. You got to get rid of the weed. You got to get rid of the weed from the damn root. And the root is Annette. If I was any type of related to Annette, not just related to, I could have been a neighbor. Everything I saw, everything I heard, everything I witnessed, I don't give a damn if I was 2 years old and I had done witnessed that. And I could be 68 today. I'm telling. Because Annette, you got too many unanswered bodies that you've not yet answered for. And it's time that your wig gets pulled from the roots. Damn, Daddy said Annette wig is crippled. Kim said because of Kim worthless. Annette worked with her. She continued to let Annette get foster kids. And that's definitely a conflict of interest. Absolutely. Absolutely. It's too much. This is bigger than us. This is bigger than Jarvis. This is bigger than anybody would ever know. Bigger than anybody would ever know. And Dallas, we need Shannon ass to the front, to the class, the front of the class, the back of the class, the end of the class. We need this bitch to show up. But nonetheless, guys, Moca came out here and did enough of what Moca was supposed to do for the night. And y'all know it ain't over. There are conversations to be had. And this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. And I'm going to say I appreciate everybody that pulled up on the porch tonight. If you've not yet hit that like button, please hit the like button for your girl on your way out the door. And if you feel led, subscribe to the channel. Replay gang, I see you. Y'all, this is just the beginning. This is truly just the beginning. Oh yeah, Roz, Jarvis paid for it. He definitely did. Just, we kept saying over and over, Naziah paid for it. Jarvis, you paid for it. Uh-huh. Hand go, hand come. Nobody gets to walk this earth and play these type of games and get away with it. So I'm going to say good night to each and every one of you. Y'all make sure those notifications are set so you know when we go live. Because tomorrow night we're coming live once again. And I'm going to say to each and every one of you, God bless. Good night. Let's light this chat up with broken hearts tonight. Broken hearts tonight. Thank you, sunshine. Love you, sis. I love each and every one of you. Take care of yourselves. And better yet, love on your children. Love on your grandchildren. Keep your eyes on them. Because we don't know what's lurking in the dark. We don't know what's lurking in the dark. Good night. God bless. Drop them hearts in the chat. We're out of here.
We stand tall, we rise as one. No lapels, the work ain't done. No. Moca leading from the heart, never run. Truth and caring, everything we become. It's more than a vibe, it's a home, it's a call. Over here we catch each other when we fall. This is family. This is team full of truth and a chat full of cheer. Moca in the seat, steady steering the ship. Every topic got depth, every comment got grip. We don't tear folks down, we just build them up. If you're moving off love, then you one of us. Know the pride in the room and the vibe so loud. Every bell in the check gon' rep that crowd. We stand tall, we rise as one. Know the bells, the work ain't done. Moca leading from the heart, never run. Truth and caring, everything we become. It's more than a vibe, it's a home, it's a call. Over here we catch each other when we fall. This is family. This is family. This is family. And we stand tall. Down in the NOLA where the soul don't break. Moca built the lane where the real ones stay. Ain't no faking the funk, ain't no playing for clout. You bring that mess, we gon' sort that out. But this ain't about drama, it's about love. It's about healing, it's about trust. Every child, every voice, every name in the breeze. We gon' stand for the ones no one else gon' see. So we rise tall, we rise as one. Oh, no bellows, the work ain't done. Moca leading from the heart, never run. Truth and caring, everything we become. It's more than a vibe, it's a home, it's a call. Over here we catch each other when we fall. This is family. This is family. This is family. And we stand tall. One mic, one tribe, one mission in mind. We protect what's right and we hold that line. It's the chat where the truth and the love collide. Where the voices don't hide and the pain gets light. We see you, we feel you, we fight for the cause. Every kid, every tear, we break down walls. When you hear that bell, that's the call to act. We family now, and that's just facts. We stand tall, we rise as one. We rise as one. Know the bells, the work ain't done. Moca leading from the heart, never run. Truth and caring, everything we become. It's more than a vibe, it's a home, it's a call. Over here we catch each other when we fall. This is family. This one's for every voice we fight for and every child who needs to be heard. We see you, we feel you. We stand with the truth. This is the NOLA Bells. Leave a comment, like, share, subscribe. Stand tall. Join the family.
Good night, everyone. God bless. And make sure you have your notifications set for when we go live. Thank everybody that supported the channel tonight, my new members, those that donated by Cash App, Super Chat, Super Stickers. I love each one of you. Good night. God bless.